Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell. I want to talk to you a little bit about Exitus Elite. If you don't know who I am, I'm the bigger guy right here on the right. 43 years old. I was in restaurants for 26 years here in North Carolina. I have been in online business for 2 years now, and I've been free from a job for a year and a half. And I obtained that with using online business. It's my little boy Adam. He's 9 years old, and I'm a full-time dad here in North Carolina. And I just want to show you a little bit, and I really want to explain to you the basics of how Exitus Elite works. And y'all, I'm going to tell you also not only how Exitus Elite works, but exactly how I make it work. My first month in Exitus Elite, I made $40,000, and I'm gonna go a little bit more in detail exactly how I made my money as well. So just hold on, and I'm gonna explain, the compensation plan, exactly how we get paid, and everything with it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, first of all, I just logged in. Today is October the 31st. If you're looking right here, it is Halloween. And I was in restaurants for, like I said, for 26 years. I was the general manager. I was supposed to have been getting my own store, blah, 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 And, the whole time after working 60, 65 hours a week average, and obviously sometimes when I was younger, I was working up to 90 hours a week in the restaurants, and different restaurants. And the whole time, the most money I ever had in the bank was $15,000. And I mean, that's absolutely the most I ever had. And here it is now, been free from a job for a year and a half after coming into online business just for 6 months. And here I am, I keep $50,000 to $60,000 in the bank. Now, I've got an old two-story house. What I do is every time, I reach $50,000 or $60,000, and I'll go do a project, and I'll pay off the project that needs to be done in my house. Front porch, I want to do a half drive, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me tell you, with Exitus Elite money alone, okay, at the $52,000 right now. Now, I was able to pay off a $8,000 second mortgage when I first bought right before my little boy was born. I needed a $8,000 central unit to be replaced underneath the house. So the whole unit itself was $8,000. So I recently paid my loan off for that, and then I also got I bought a Jaguar convertible, sapphire blue. I love my little Jaguar. I paid cash for it. Put new tires on one of my vehicles. I put a new DVD player. I bought 2 laptops, and this has all been in the last month. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that, or a little over a month, maybe a month and a week or something like that. And every bit of that has come from Exitus Elite. And y'all, these projects on my house that would have accomplished, you got to realize, y'all, how long would it have taken me if I hadn't found another way of making money to reach these projects, to finish these projects. Not only that, y'all, go back to my picture right here. It's like I said, I'm now a full-time dad. Can you imagine what it's meant to my little boy, me being home every day? You know what I'm saying? And just being there every day. He was 8 years old. I was there for him every day. And of course, today was Easter. Halloween. So I'm gonna be trick-or-treating tonight. Took him to an event yesterday. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I could have been there for everything. There's so many events I would have missed. Field trips, family get-togethers, and everything that comes from just doing online business. So y'all, yes, the answer is online business, and Exitus Elite can definitely get you there. And I'm gonna talk about other ways, different, exactly how I use it to, get out to the people as well. All right. So Exitus Elite itself, if you don't know exactly what it is, it's a product that teaches you how to do online business. Okay. Exitus, when you first come in, is going to be a $2.99 for administration fees. And what administration fees is basically going to cover is going to be the landing pages, the sales pages, the autoresponder emails, anything of that nature that you would use to help make you money. Okay. Now, I will tell you that they've updated some since I had gotten into the business, but the pages are very effective. I know good and well they'll work. The first $10,000 I made in Exitus Elite was I promised that I would promote just the default pages using the default things. And of course it works, y'all. So, in my opinion, it's got a very nice modern feel to it. And I think a lot of people that come to really look at it as being a very professional looking page. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a good example. This is my favorite one. This is my phone page, is what I usually refer to it as. But it's got a nice modern feel to it. and I'm going to explain to you why I'm so impressed with it. Okay, first of all, you've got where you put your name there. Obviously, it says best email. Then your phone number. You put phone number as optional, and a lot of people that opted in, they did put their phone there. Now, they didn't have to, but it's one of the good things about it. Now, Exitus Elite actually teaches you how to do text messaging and things of that nature. So if you wanted to send, directly from that, that's a possibility right from the get-go. What most impressed me about this more than anything is the fact that everybody hit this page. It was just a good, and I would still use it as my default page if I was going to use just default, means of getting used for Exitus Elite. Now, the reason the best email works so well is because if they don't put a real email there, they will not get a notification and they cannot see the sales page. Okay, so what does that provide for you? It provides you real leads, real people who are interested in the business that are going to come through, or they're not going to be able to go any farther. Now, to be honest, that is very valuable, because I've been in online business enough, especially right from the get-go, where I've seen so many people making fake emails that wouldn't go any farther, things of that nature. In this case, it has to, or it does not even, it doesn't even take place. They're not going to be able to even see it. So I really think that's one of the best benefits of using the default landing pages, because every one of them, y'all, is like that. Okay, every one of them. So let me go down to automated system. I'll let you see what that looks like. Let's see. This is what it looks like when you says check your email, to make sure that they actually got it after they come in and put in the information. Now, since I've been in, this has been updated twice. Okay. Now, one of the things you're going to learn about Paul Stevenson is he's going to tell you right from the get-go, this is the worst the business will ever be. What does that mean? Is he's constantly going to be updating. Whenever he feels a need, it needs to be a little bit, refreshed, or something changed, or something of that nature, then that's, exactly it. Now, all this right here, y'all, is actually this is the sales page itself. You can go down, and of course, everything's interacted. You see here, things move and things of that nature. Now, I'm not going to go all in detail right here. It's going to be things that I'm going to let you look at, and you're more than welcome to. Actually, if you click the link down below, it'll actually take you to, and I have a section that says, just to show you, says it shows the sales page plus sign up as a possibility. So you can get a chance to take a look at that yourself. Now, as far as going in great detail, I do want to explain. I'll come down here real quick. I want to explain Exitus Elite to you. Okay. Now, this is my own presentation I came up with the very first week I was in, as a matter of fact. And now, shortly after, we had changed the price to $1,300. And to be honest, y'all, I'm talking about the commissions you would make. And I think it kind of made people struggle in getting into the business. So they had actually decided to drop it back down to $1,000 per commission. And y'all, I can tell you, things picked back up tremendously right afterwards. So I was tickled to see that change take place. Again, y'all, it just goes to show you, Paul Stevenson's willing to try things. See if things work or not. If they don't work, he's going to be the first one to change it. And that's what managing your business is about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go into detail here. Now, all this, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you is just one leg. Okay? So understand that your whole objective here is not just to make one leg for yourself. Okay? My first 3 weeks or so, I had 30 legs right by myself. You understand what I'm saying? So I made about 30 legs right by myself that was going to be each person. So you're looking at one of these alone is just an illustration of one leg. Okay? So this is me. I'm sponsored. Okay? That would be you, Y-O-U. It could be your initials if you like. Okay? So you decide to come into the business. Now I'm going to break this down into 2 ways so you can totally understand this. The first thing is, it's going to be how you're going to pay. Okay? You've seen the business. You've gone through. You've given me a call. If you'd like to give me a call, you talk to me. You say, hey, I really want to do this business. Now what do? Okay? You go through. You click the link. And when you sign up, y'all, there's going to be the $2.99 right from the get-go, right? Now, that's going to be for the administration fees. Of course, we got straight debit and credit card. We also have a Payza as a fallback. Also, for a lot of people like to use Payza. Either way would work for you just fine. Okay? So you just go through, you pay for the $2.99 for the administration fees. Okay? Now, that's going to be right from the get-go. As soon as you pass through that, The product itself that teaches you how to do online business is called the Genesis package. Okay, the Genesis package is $1,000. Now the way you get paid here is going to be up to you. Okay, so to give you an example, I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna say I've got PayPal as an option, I've got Pay as an option, I've got bank wires, I've got money orders, and to be honest, y'all, I'll work out something. If somebody wants to send me a check, that's fine. It's entirely up to you as far as how you want to pay of that nature. You understand what I'm saying? So you get the same choice as well, and it's what you write down that gives them an option to pick from. Now, to be honest, 90%, if not even more than 90% of the people pick PayPal. Okay? So let's say you decide that you pick PayPal. You would click the PayPal button, and then it will show you, and you read it, and it'll explain to you exactly how to pay. Now, what do? All you have to do is you would log into PayPal. You would use the email I have, which is Sean28341@gmail.com, and you would, and you would send money. It's they send and receive, but you use goods and services. It's just read what it tells you to do. You send the money. As soon as you send it, y'all, you go back to your Exitus Elite page right there, and you click that button saying I've sent the money. Okay, it's very important. You click the button that says I sent the money. As soon as you click that button, what's going to happen is I'm going to get an email notification letting me know that you've sent the money. Okay, now let me explain. Most of the times I'm going to get an email from PayPal let me know that you sent the money already, and then but notification saying that I should log in and check to make sure I've been paid. So I would go to PayPal and see if I got money showing that you've paid. As soon as I see I've received the money, then I would log into Exitus Elite. At the very top, there's going to be a big notification that runs right across the top, right? And what am I going to do there is I'm going to click the button, and it's going to say, did you get paid, yes or no? And I'm going to say yes, and then you are in. See what I'm saying? And then I've gotten paid. And that's exactly how it works. Y'all, the difference between this and so many different businesses is the fact that a lot of times pay sources become an issue. Here, y'all, first of all, there's several things in our favor. Number one, we get paid immediately, 100% commissions. Okay? The only money that the company makes, the only money is going to be for the administration fees for itself. We make the $1,000 over and over and over again. And y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'll go ahead and show you this. This is me in the first couple of weeks. What was it, 3 weeks? I made $31,000 in 13 days. Y'all, this is straight PayPal. See the 960s? 1,000. Now the 960s because they had charged me a little bit to collect the money. So that's how it works. But y'all, this is my own personal, making $31,000 in 13 days, and I wound up making $40,000 in my first month. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, and it was instantaneous. A lot of times I'd wake up in the morning and I would have it sitting there. I had several days, y'all, where I was literally making, oh man, how much was it? I made $8,000 in one day, $7,000, $3,000, and they were not all people on my list either. So that has a great thing to do with it also. So let me get done explaining this, and I'll explain to you exactly how I was making the money, as far as how I was getting people. Now, this is going to be you only give up one sale ever. Everything else goes to you. Okay? I hope you understand that. Now, what this is going to mean is, and you're going to want to give this pass up. This is a good thing. The very first person that you put in right here is going to go to the sponsor. Okay? Now, understand, not only is it the $1,000, it is the person itself will also go up to the sponsor. Okay, so that's the first person that's going to be gone. Okay, now I've got a bonus for y'all. What I personally do, y'all, is I put that first person in for you. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that this person here, I'm going to supply myself. The second person that you put in, which would be this one right here, that's going to be your first person you personally put in. You understand what I'm saying? That's your first lead, whoever you put in. You'll make $1,000 right from the get-go. Okay, that's not something I got, because when I came in, I had to give up my first person to my sponsor, and it didn't put somebody in underneath me. And then the second one, I went right here, and then I started making money. So that's going to give you an advantage right from the get-go. Okay, but that's something I do, and I've been doing now for about a month and a half for my new downline. Okay, now when that person comes up here, then the very second person that you get into the business, is going to be your money. That's going to be $1,000. But in your case, it's going to be your very first person. That $1,000 goes to you. Okay? Now, just like before, the very first person they put in is going to be your $1,000 and that person. Okay? Understand, it's not just $1,000. You collect the person as well. What does that do? It goes over here as well. And once again, their very first person goes here, $1,000. And this one goes here, and $1,000. And y'all, it's unlimited. It keeps on going no matter how far down it goes. This is their second one. Then they continue to go blah, blah, blah. You know, understand what I'm saying? So the only thing that's taking place is $1,000 after each other. And this is only one leg. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is just one leg for me. Now, imagine I'm constantly getting out and getting new people all the time. You understand what I'm saying? You want to go get as many legs as you can. Again, what I do is I supply the first person for you to help you get started so that the first person you put in will be your own money as opposed to being two people. So that's what I'm going to do for you. Now, give you an example, y'all. This is common sense here, but I'm going to explain how this does take place. $1,000 times 6 is $6,000 a month. That is anyone in your business doing anything to make you money once every 5 days. Now, what does that mean is it's not necessarily just you putting in new legs. This person right here got a new person, and bam, he comes over here. Now, I'm going to explain something else too that barely anybody even knows or doesn't talk about. One of the benefits I had seen when I came into online business, y'all, in this business, is about 1 out of every 4 people, 1 out of every 3, 1 out of every 4 people that came into the business, they had already had somebody else in mind that they've either talked to about the business or they knew that would possibly get in, or this person here was not brand new in online business. They had done other businesses. They had leads. They had a list. They got downline. They got upline. They got people that they knew from another business, and they were excited and talked to someone else about. On the average, y'all, 15 minutes to 2 hours after making this first 1,000, about 1 out of every 3, 1 out of every 4 that came in, I made the second 1,000 right here. And that's something I didn't see coming, y'all. Some mornings I would wake up to $2,000 this way. I had nothing to do with it. I have no idea who this person was or anything of that nature, yet it was still sending me money. That's something you barely hear anybody talk about. But it's on the averages, y'all. Most people come in and spend $1,000. Of course, there's a lot of new people, but there's a lot of people also who are not brand new at that level, and they're bringing in people, that are going to be someone ready underneath them as well. So that's going to be a benefit for y'all as well for a lot of the people. Now, let me tell you something else I've learned too. I've done businesses where there were $30, $40, $60, whatever it may be, for when they come into a business. Y'all, I make more money and get more people into a $1,000 business than I did at an $18 business. The reason why is people see the value of this. And that's really all you really got to do is explain to people the value of the business and that they get paid 100% commissions immediately in their hand, and it's nonstop. Not including the fact that this thing starts ball starts rolling like this, and this is only one illustration of one leg. If I had actually drawn out my map of the people I have, you wouldn't even believe what it looks like. It'd be a huge, huge going across here. So of course you want to get out to people. Of course you want to show people what you know about the business, but it's a very simple layout, y'all. And the fact that you get paid member to member, and one of the best things that happen, y'all, is pay sources don't become an issue like I've seen in other businesses. I've been in other businesses prior to this one where I was making $10,000 to $12,000 a month, yet pay sources at some time or another would wind up coming in and being an issue. The thing is with this is you're going directly with the other person. There is no other business involved. You understand what I'm saying? They don't go through the business and then you get paid. They go through you, just back and forth directly to it. Now, the reason that you won't get messed over in this situation is because Paul Stevenson's is going to help manage the business. So if someone does something stupid, let's say that you're in this business, I'm in this business, and the next thing you know, instead of charging people $1,000, I say, you know what, I'll let you get in for $600, something like that, right? First of all, Soon as that happens, Paul Stevenson is going to contact me and say, okay, I see where someone got in. Show me where they paid the full amount. If you don't show them, he's going to terminate your account. The integrity of the business is the most important thing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something Paul Stevens is 100% behind, and he has no problem calling you out for it. So that's not going to take place either. So y'all, the business is really very, it's a very solid business. And I have never woke up on, be out and about somewhere and get an email for $1,000 as easy as this. This is absolutely incredible. I've had $1,000 days before, but not like this. Not like this. Show you a little bit of proof of income. Last thing also, I don't want to overlook this right here. Y'all, the people that come into this, the list you're going to make of people that come in your business is going to be like gold, because these are not people who are just doing $30 items and things like this. If you did this business for 2 years, even if you had another product, a feeder company in the front, whatever you want to do, and then wind up having this, the people that come into this, y'all, are going to be incredible people coming in at this level. And what are they going to do? The next business they come into, they're going to jump in underneath you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be the right kind of people. So it's incredible the kind of list and the kind of people you're going to make using this business. And to me, that could be just as valuable as anything. Let me see what else I can show you here. Okay, some people have this question as to quote unquote. Let me show you this. This is, again, day 13, incredible. I made $30,000 plus this one's $31,000. If you notice, I got 11 notifications up here from emails inside of that. What that is Paul Stevenson was constantly updating the business, sending people notifications, letting them know the changes he was taking place. You know what I'm saying? That was like 2 to 3 a day that was taking place. Again, the guy was just managing his business. He was doing a good job, doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Now, when you first come into a business, I know one of the biggest issues for people is getting leads, right? Well, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I teach you how to do that. When I quit my job in 6 months, I used nothing more than my S3 phone and a Facebook account. I have very extensive training. I'll show you this real quick, y'all. This is my own Facebook group called Action Taker Success Group. Make sure I ain't messing my sound up here. As soon as you come in, y'all, if you look at this video, I sit here, I tell people how to do the business. I give them a challenge of how to do Facebook posting in 15, 20 groups 3 times a day. Y'all, I'm telling you, 60 to 100 plus leads I got off of this alone. Absolute using this technique right here. And I see many people get a lot of, really incredible results. And that's what I teach you. Now, I've got right here talking about a minimum of 50 YouTube videos. This is a challenge for YouTube. Yo, the very first thing my sponsor told me when I came into online business was to go make 50 YouTube videos. Okay? I took that to heart. I made 130 YouTube videos at the very first business I ever came into online business in a month and a half while still working 60 to 65 hours a week. And all I had to use, I didn't have a laptop. I wasn't doing it like this. I used my phone and a $4 stand I bought off of eBay. That to me is exactly what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? There is no excuses for not getting out. And y'all, I started making money my first month in the online business. I made $700. And I learned a lot. Y'all, I can tell you, you can learn just as much by applying action you learn more by applying action than anything else. Some people, y'all, have got this mentality that you think you got to have a PhD in business before you can get out to people. And I'm going to tell you, that's not how it works. Because when you read something and you're explaining something, what happens is it's theory. Even though you may believe it and that person may be blah, 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 it's still theory to you until you apply the action. You understand what I'm saying? And when you understand that if you're not getting seen, you're not going to grow, then you've got to put the work in. You just throw down a hammer and go at it, and that's exactly how it works. Now, what I teach people how to do Facebook personally is this right here. And if you notice, y'all, this is the pinned post. As soon as you come into the business, you can go down here and check this out with me, or connect with me on Facebook. That's fine. It's Action Taker Success Group. I've got a little over, how many people? 1,700 people. 1,671 people. And again, just go down here on the training, pick what you want to pick, and go from it. But that's an hour and 5 minute, very, very thorough Facebook training. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Sorry about you waiting there. Okay, yeah, I want you to look at this. You see this right here? I go over everything, explaining exactly an hour and 5 minutes, 100% of how I was getting 60 to 100 plus leads. I got 7,500 leads in 6 months with this technique. Okay, now I've got proof of this. Matter of fact, the business I was in, if I'm not mistaken, I might have a picture up here too. Let me see if I can't find it. There you go. All right. I was #1 on the leaderboards using this technique in a business. And that's the same business I was able to quit my job in. And often at times, y'all, I would even sometimes double second place. And these people were applying action and they were really good. And a lot of these have been in business for a while. A lot of these had really made a name for themselves and were pure gurus, owner of businesses, things of that nature. And all I was doing was applying action with Facebook and getting these results. So don't believe me. I know how to make this work. Okay, I can already tell you that. Now, whether or not you want to do Facebook, if you want to do YouTube, if you want to do solo ads, whatever you want to do, y'all, that's entirely up to you. You know, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to keep you from learning. You know, however, whatever way you want to do. I will give you ideas and opinions and what's the best way of doing it. And this is what some of my videos are. Now, on top of that, y'all, let me show you this. My YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, I would highly subscribe to that. 1,534 subscribers, got almost 180,000 views. And believe me, when I go in detail explaining Exitus Elite, you know, I have got page after page after page. And you got to realize, y'all, I've only been there for 2 months. There's my little Jaguar I bought right here, Jaguar XK. It's my 2-story house. My driveway when it was getting done, and my big half drive and everything. All this is stuff that I accomplished using Exitus Elite. So, and it keeps on going. I think you get the idea. Okay, and y'all, and you know, the thing is, this is where my business was built from. I did not use and have a huge list that came into my business in my first month where I made $40,000. What I actually did have was, I think, about 9 of those people total. The rest came from YouTube. That's absolutely where my downline came from. And using my phone to talk to people is very, very important. That's very important to me. Okay, let me show you one more thing, and we'll just about end this. Okay. Now, this is my funnel right here. Now, what I actually use to make this is called Power Lead Systems. And y'all, I can already tell you, I was actually, the reason I quit my job was using Power Lead Systems, a residual way of getting paid. But you know, even though as much money as I've made with Power Lead Systems, if I didn't make a dime from it, you could sign me up for the next 5 years, because this is really how I brand myself in online business. You understand what I'm saying? And any business I wind up doing, it's not hard. Here's a picture of me and my little boy. Here's something I created. I even show you how to do that. Show you how to make the banners, anything like this. I show you, it says connect with me on Facebook, sign up here, see the system itself plus sign up. Again, it lets you go down and see the sales page. This is connected to my sponsors Facebook group, my Facebook group. This is me on Facebook. There's my YouTube channel. And again, $31,000 in 13 days. And there's my phone number right here, y'all. See what I'm saying? The majority of this page is about connecting with me. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why is because people join people in a business. And it's very, very important for them to connect with you. That's exactly what I use this page for. You can make your own landing pages, use your own sales pages. You can make share codes, and you can use my share codes if you like, or you can use, you know, whatever you want to do, y'all. It's an awesome way of getting out to the people. I've made, let's see, what is it? There's something called diamond in the business. 147 one time. I made 27 diamonds in 1 month using just Power Lead Systems while I was branding myself into another business. Again, that same business I was making $10,000 to $12,000 a month with, because of the tools I was using. That's what I'm saying. If I didn't make a dime with Power Lead Systems itself, y'all, I can tell you, It is always going to be the backbone to any business I do, and that is a fact. Absolutely a fact. Now, one last thing I'm going to talk about here is some people say they have a hard time getting credibility right from the get-go because they haven't made any money, right? Well, that's when you use me. That's when you use your sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I have no problem you using this. Don't go around telling people that you've made that, though. All you got to do is say, look, y'all, let me show you something. Here's my sponsor. I mean, the guy's been killing it. Let me show you what he's made in his first 13 days. Here's a picture of it right here, y'all. I'm impressed with that. Blah, blah, blah. You tell people what you think about it. You talk about the business. You show people you believe in your business, and people are going to come through. Use someone else's credibility if that's what it takes for you to make sales. You know what I'm saying? I post things like this. You know, if you come into my business right now, again, I'm going to put the first person underneath you. If you need something like that picture I just showed, and it's not going to show. Here's my little car again. My house and my driveway, and blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's going to show up again. It happens every once in a while. But you just ask, y'all, and I'll send it to you. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go on my timeline and look at the newer pictures I've got, and then use that if you like. You know what I'm saying? Of course I want you to make it. I have no problem you making it, y'all. I want you to make it. Use my, you know, I'm telling you exactly how I'm doing it. Right now at $1,000 level in this business, I think it's easy to get leads, but to get the right kind of leads, people need to connect with you. I think video format is the best way to do that. If you listen to that alone, use mine as credibility. I'm going to put the first person in underneath you. Y'all, if you look in Exitus Elite, there's no way better than this. Now, I will talk about something else real quick, though. Power Lead Systems. Now, there's some guys that's made some new systems coming out. It's got Exitus Elite in it. It's got a couple little, you know, smaller things in the beginning. Shows exactly how to sign up for Power Lead Systems as well. You're more than welcome to use that if you like. I don't care how you use it. Just come into business with me. I'll help you get connected up with Power Lead Systems if that's what you need to do. If you don't want to use Power Lead Systems, if you don't want to brand yourself like in that sense, I don't care. It's entirely up to you. You can use, like I said before, I used the default pages, didn't I? You know, for Exitus Elite, those landing pages, they work, y'all. And I think that one absolutely is a great one. But there's several of them in here. You just pick whatever works for you. Get out to the people, show people you believe in the business, and the business is going to grow. I know it's going to work, y'all. And like I said earlier, when I came into online business, I had such a burn in my stomach, I knew it was going to work. I knew God had shown me something that's going to mean something. And you know, to be honest, no, I didn't know I was going to quit my job in 6 months. I just put the hammer down and didn't look back. I learned by the actions I took. Instead of me reading theory and then trying stuff, I just got out there and got seen. I simply understood if I don't get seen, I'm not going to grow. Apply the action and learn from everything I do. And that's exactly what I did. I have got literally 2 years to this week, 2 years straight of applying action to online business. Did I expect to make $40,000 in a month in a business? I didn't know what I expect. But I will tell you this, 90% of the people that come into the businesses that don't make it's because they didn't apply the action. That's the problem. They sign up for something, they do nothing about it, and they stand there with paralysis because they think they can't move, they can't think, they can't do anything without a sponsor or something like that showing them what to do. I wasn't like that. I understood if I'm not applying action, I'm not going to get seen, I'm not going to grow, and I'm not going to make the money, and I'll be stuck working 65 hours a week. Because I did apply action, I'm free from a job. I've had every day with my little boy. I get to go to my family get-togethers, y'all. And some of y'all might have heard this before, but after 12 years of not being able to go to a family reunion on Saturday, my family quit asking me to go. And I know somebody's got to be listening to me that's heard the same kind of thing. Y'all, I'm telling you, now I'm the first one there. I go pick my grandma up and take her there. I help set the place up when we're having family get-togethers. I don't miss field trips. I'm not going to miss anything. I'll be there for everything. Just like tonight, trick-or-treating with my little boy. Last night, my dad's got Parkinson's. He's getting older. Me and my little boy went to the church get-together they had for Halloween. The night before that, you know, that's what I'm telling you. I'm not going to miss anything. There's more to life than working your tail off. I'm telling you. In a business like this, if you believe in it and get behind it and apply the action, it can change your life. So y'all, I think I've said enough. Click the link down below. It is going to take you to this page here. There's my phone number right here. And y'all just connect with me on Facebook. Tell me that you're ready to do Exitus Elite. Tell me this is what you want to do. I'm going to send you a link for one of my downline because they're going to be passed up to me. If you remember me telling you that, that's how you get passed up. That's where I'm going to get them qualified. I'm going to do the same thing for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take your link and I'm going to give it out to someone else so I get that first person in for you. If this is what you need, y'all, let me know. I'd be tickled to help you and we'll get you started. Appreciate it.